This new Supergirl trailer just completely changed the way I'm looking at this movie. It's not just a space adventure. This actually looks like a revenge story mixed with grief, trauma, and honestly, a pretty unhinged Supergirl. Superman being in this movie is actually a big deal, not just for hype, but for the timeline. It looks like this story is happening before the main Superman movie, which means she's already out there doing her own thing while he's still becoming Superman on Earth. And you can tell their relationship isn't perfect. It's not mentor and student, it's more like he's trying to ground her, and she is just not interested. One of the biggest things I noticed, this version of Supergirl is kind of wild. She's hopping between planets, she's drinking at space bars, she's just floating through life with no direction. Under a red sun, she's basically powerless, right? So she's choosing to go places where she's not Supergirl. And that tells you everything about her mental state. And then we get the flashbacks, and this is where things get heavy. We're seeing Oreo City, her family, and what looks like her mom's death. And it's not just Krypton exploding, right? This feels slower, like people were dying over time, which honestly makes it worse. You can see that she's carrying way more trauma than Superman did. And then there's Crypto. At first, it feels like a fun side thing, but this trailer makes it clear that Crypto is basically her last emotional anchor. So when he gets hurt, that's when the whole movie really starts. Because now it becomes simple. Someone hurt her dog, she goes full revenge mode. And I actually like that. I actually like that it's not some complicated save the universe plot, it's personal. And you can tell she's not just doing this because she's a hero, she's doing it because she's angry. Then we get introduced to Ruthie, and this is where the story gets smarter. Because now it's not just Supergirl dealing with loss, Ruthie is too. And now you've got two characters, both lost their families, both want revenge, but they're gonna deal with it in completely different ways. The villain, Krem, looks way darker here too. He's not just a random bad guy. He feels cruel, and the fact that he uses kryptonite against her, that is huge, because now every fight actually matters. She's not invincible. And then Lobo, and this might be the wild card of the movie. He doesn't feel like a traditional villain or ally, more like chaos. He shows up, causes problems, maybe helps, maybe doesn't. And honestly, that works, because the movie already has emotional weight. Lobo just adds that flavor of unpredictability. Action-wise, we're finally seeing her go all out, right? Space fights, ship battles, full power moments, and it looks like they're saving some of the biggest scenes for later in the movie. But the biggest takeaway from this trailer isn't the action, it's what the movie is actually about. This isn't a Supergirl becomes a hero story, it's about dealing with grief, trying to find purpose, and figuring out if revenge actually fixes anything. And that line where she tells Ruthie that revenge won't heal her, that's probably the core of the whole movie. I'm curious what you guys think though. Do you like this version of Supergirl, or were you expecting something a bit more traditional? And subscribe for more breakdowns as we get closer to release.